Let's talk big picture filling out the secondary. How do you see it going down?
I mean, to me, it's the two key free agents that the 49ers either have to re-sign or find suitable replacements for. It's Jaquiski Tartt and K'Wan Williams. I do think that they've done sufficient jobs at building out some depth, some of the starting positions. I'm fond of the idea of obviously Jimmy Ward coming back and retaining his free safety spot there. Yeah. And I like the starting duo of Ambry Thomas and Emmanuel Mosley, although I would like someone in the mix that pushes for a starting role. I don't think they bring in anyone that can clearly snag it right away because I think they get freaking cheap, but they need to bring in someone that can actually legitimately compete.
I want to say something real quick. Moses is solid number 2. I don't think he's a number 1. Thomas is intriguing, but Ahkello Witherspoon was intriguing after his rookie year. A lot of times, you can't just assume that a guy who's shown some nice things as a rookie is going to come back and be better. A lot of times, they're worse. So, I like Ambry, and I wouldn't say like go backwards with him, bury him. Let him compete, and I think he could definitely be a number 2 as well, or a number 3. I think the Niners still need a number 1. I could be wrong. Maybe that's Ambry. Maybe Ambry becomes that guy. But if they find a number 1, hey, I think you should get him.
The interesting thing is how much cornerbacks cost, right? I mean, people throw out J.C. Jackson. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm in love with J.C. Jackson. The Niners need to go get J.C. Jackson. That's great if the Niners want to spend, 18, 19, $20 million, right? Like it is going to cost a fortune to sign J.C. Jackson. And the Niners have not shown any willingness to spend that amount of money on a cornerback. Even the next tier, Carlton Davis from the Bucks, right? I don't think that
100 mil. I mean, that's what you got to do. It's a really premium position, and there's not that many great ones.
I could see them attempting to go value and killing two birds with one stone. The one that gets thrown out pretty frequently that I do wonder if the Niners will consider if the market is soft, given the age, is Stefan Gilmore because of his ability to flex inside. It's that positional flexibility of playing nickel and outside corner, and the value you could potentially get that he's 32.
Because real quick, you're in a division with Cooper Kupp and DeAndre Hopkins, both guys who go to the slot frequently, if not most of the time. So what's the point of having a number 1 corner who can't go there? You played yourself. Your guy has to be able to go to the slot. Yep.
But it goes back to, 49ers fans and their trepidation around injury history and the fact that Stefan Gilmore was not able to finish the season last year. And you would think that the front office is pretty skeptical about injured players at this point as well. They certainly seem to have adjusted their draft strategy to focus on guys with very healthy track records. You would think they'd do the same in free agency again this year.
There's also DJ Reed, good cornerback, was with Seattle. Mason says Gilmore hinted on Sherman Potty's going to SF for Seattle. Didn't know that. Interesting.
I love that.
That's a tough competition for the Niners because there's no state income tax in Washington, which is a big deal for football players. Big deal.
But they're not competing for anything at this point, right? I mean, Seattle's pretty much looked at as rebuilding for a 32-year-old dude.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's a big Russell Wilson fan. Don't know. Maybe he thinks Trey Lance just isn't quite ready. Who knows? Ernie, everyone has an opinion, right? Ernie, thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I got. Anything else in your mind?
Well, safety, just to list off the idea that there are so many quality. Within the top 80 free agents available, there are 9 safeties in there. Now, the majority of those are people who spend more snaps at free safety than strong safety, but all of them have split in some way. You have, let's go through them just to throw out the names that people have been referencing. Jesse Bates from the Bengals, right? He's 8 on the list, but that's going to take a significant amount of money. I don't anticipate the Niners spending $15 million plus on a safety. Tyrann Mathieu from the Chiefs, number 9. Marcus Williams from the Saints, number 10 on the list. Quandre Diggs from the Seahawks, number 31 of the top 150. Justin Reed from the Texans, number 76. Marcus May from the Jets, number 77. Jordan Whitehead from the Bucks. That's one I've got my eye on there, Jordan Whitehead. He was listed 78th. Terrell Edmonds from the Steelers, an underperforming previous first-round draft pick. He was 28th overall in the 2018 draft. That's another intriguing one. and Jaron Kearse from the Cowboys rounds out as that 9th player in the top 80. So all that to say that you could see a soft safety market yet again. It has been years since, these mid-range safeties got what they deserve, as evidenced by Jaquiski Tartt coming back on that minimum deal. By the way, I just noticed in doing this research, Marcel Harris made a higher base salary than Jaquiski Tartt last year. That stings.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Look, Tartt probably won't get much. Seems like he's probably going to leave. I think the Niners I'm going to give the Niners the benefit of the doubt and say that they're in reality. They're in the real world. They know that Hufanga hasn't shown enough, and they're going to try to get an upgrade.
Yeah.
Strong safety.
Yep.
And there was a rumor, I don't know how credible it was, that they were interested in Jabril Peppers. 26 was a first round pick in 2017, number 25. Did return kicks and punts in college. On Spot Track, they say that his market value is 4 years, $50 million. Kind of expensive. I'm sure the Niners could backload it, but they could do something along. If that's what they're looking for, Jabril Peppers, then they're thinking about a 3-4 year deal worth something a little bit more than they gave to Jimmy Ward. That's interesting. That opens up a lot of possibilities.
It does. I think a lot of the safeties that I listed on the second half of this list could be had at that price range. If the Niners are willing to spend that much at the position, I do think that they can upgrade. I do wonder, I'm with you that I think Jaquiski Tartt, I think it's probably he that chooses to move on from the 49ers. I think the 49ers would extend him another sort of minimum deal. My guess is that with everything that happened in the championship game, it's probably just emotionally easier for Tartt to move on at this point.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think the Niners feel they can upgrade. If they don't get Jabril Peppers, they could get Terrell Edmonds, who's even younger. I think was a first-round pick as well, 25 from Pittsburgh.
He was 28th overall in 2018. I like that one. That's a sneaky 25. One.
He probably cost you about the same, 3 years, 30 million, 4 years, 40 million, whatever.
He missed one game in his 4 seasons.
Yeah, he'd be really nice. So how about Terrell Edmonds from Pittsburgh? Something like that.
He nice. Also played 250 snaps at the slot corner.
Oh, boom. There you go. There you go. Maitland Eagle says, corner class is deep this year. Take one in the second. Cool. I like it. Take advantage of that if that's true, because a lot of times corner classes are done by like pick 40, like last year.
Yes, which is why you make the case the Niners should be drafting in the second round every freaking year.
Every freaking year. There you go. So safety, we got the Niners. We just put Terrell Edmonds on the Niners. That's good.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Bring in a member of the Steelers secondary.
Yeah, why not?
They got Witherspoon. We can get Edmonds.
Exactly. And then we also got Gilmore. We just made the Niners a lot better. And people are mad that I traded George Kittle and you traded Robbie Gould. Get over it.
Cap savings brought in that talent. That's what it did.
Make sure you follow Rob on YouTube. I forgot to put in the link as I always do, but I will put it in after. Follow Rob.
You can see the spelling right there. SCHUH. You just go search that on YouTube. I'm going to be on with Jack Hammer at 4 p.m. today. We will get into combine stuff because, oh, by the way, Grant, I'm headed to the combine. And we will be breaking down these safeties and cornerbacks just a little bit further.
Yeah. And tonight I'm going to Legends of West Coast Hip Hop concert in Oakland. It's going to be Too Short, DJ Quick, Loonies, Warren G. Oh, it's going down.
Dude, that's a lineup.
Sugar T. Is that E40's sister? I think so. Sugar. That's my sister. Water. Sprinkle me, man. Oh, so if you're there, holla at me. If not, I'll be back. Cohn phone tomorrow morning. Hold on. Alfredo says, Grant, you missed my question earlier. Big fan of. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alfredo. I apologize. I would criticize you, but you just keep it real, and I have to admit that. But you didn't say what the question was. Hold on. Should I look back through the whole show?
He wanted to make you do some work, make you scroll back through, find that comment.
Alfredo. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm at 12:02. Still don't see you.
Uh-oh, Alfredo.
He was just steaming. He was just like, this he's not going to answer my freaking question.
This dude right here, Grant, just going to take the money and run. Here it is.
Got you. Trade Eric Armstrong. It was worth it.
Eric Armstrong.
And Jim G could save us around $40 million in cap space. I think the Niners should definitely trade Eric Armstrong. What do you think?
I mean, who is this Eric Armstrong guy anyway, and why are we paying him so much? Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. I'm with it. That's another guy I would probably trade. His value is very high right now. The thing with Armstead is he hasn't gotten hurt in a long time.
No. And he's very versatile. I mean, I think that he has more value to the San Francisco 49ers than to other teams within their scheme fit. But you could get something for him. I wouldn't, but you could.
Yeah. Toxic Runner says we should trade Jimmy and Armstead more caps. We got you. Oh,
people are on the trade Armstead.
Right. Yeah. You meant Armstrong, though. Armstrong. His offensive coach is leaving a red flag about Trey. Not necessarily, man. Oh, I don't really respect Rich Gangarello's quarterback. I don't care his opinion. I'm sorry. I know more about quarterbacks than you, Rich. Peace. Anthony Lynn is very excited about Trey Lance. How about that?
Very excited.
Very excited. At least Lynch the fall guy for staying. They don't need a fall guy yet, do they?
Not yet. Coming off an unexpected NFC Championship game, we riding high right now.
All right, I have to go mentally prepare to listen to DJ Quick. The Loonies are going to be there. Yuckmouth. Also, they're going to have Digital Underground, but Shock G obviously won't be there because he died. But they'll still play their hits, and I'm sure Money B will be there. Tupac won't be there. You know, Tupac he's danced for Digital Underground. He actually
started with him.
That's right.
I definitely knew that, dude. I think the only rap song I know the lyrics start to finish would be the Humpty Dance. I mean, I listened to that over and over and over again. That was my first CD, Digital Underground, Sex Packets.
That whole album is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I listened to it a bunch when Shock G died, and there's like all kind of deep cuts in it. And you're like, this stands the test of time. It came out like 89.
Serious lyrics in that. Go listen to it.
And like, he's hella funny. He did the different personalities. He was Shock G, but he was also Humpty sometimes. And he would do like they would like go trade verses, be himself. I mean, who did stuff like that in 80? He was quite cool. I think the song is Sex Packets. Quite good. Where he's slanging them. Anyway, that's enough. We got 5-year-olds watching this show. Karan told me to stop cursing. I apologize. They're not they're a little too young for the Digital Underground.
Come on, Grant. Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to.
Both of them. Go follow Rob, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow.